Hello everyone, just a quick update on the goldfish tank. Basically all is well, goldfish are growing well, they're looking really healthy, filters are running perfect, water's looking crystal clear, really happy so far, really chuffed with how well these goldfish are looking and growing on their two pellet foods. The two pellet foods I'm using at the moment are NorthFin Goldfish Pellets and also new Life Spectrum Goldfish Pellets. Mix of 2 mil for the NorthFin and 3 mil for the new Life Spectrum, and they're doing really well. I'll show you Aussie first of all. That's Aussie there, the Oranda. And the Ryukin coming in now is Norman, and if you see the orange and white Oranda at the back is Bubbles. Norman and Bubbles is named by the wife, and Aussie named by me. And that's the goldfish tank at the moment. I'm really happy with how it looks. I didn't want to go too crazy with plants and rocks. Goldfish need a lot of space to swim, and I need to keep it nice and simple so I can clean the sand, so there's a lot of poop about. But the two filters on there, the All Pond Solution EF1000 and the Fluval 305, they're doing a fantastic job. I have to admit, I didn't think the All Pond Solution would last particularly long, considering how old it is and how it has been kept in a garage for about 5 years. But yeah, really happy so far. Update on my ordered fish. I received them a week ago and not quite as expected. I'm a little bit disappointed how they're packaged and the condition I received them in. I don't go too much into that because I mean it could just be a one-off and so on. In a second I'm going to show you the quarantine tank, and just to put a little disclaimer in first, the quarantine tank is not a good looking tank. It's not pretty, it's there just to do a job, so yeah, please don't worry about it. It's got 2 internal filters running on it, and because of the condition of the fish when I received them, I have been dosing methylene blue, which has dyed the play sand blue, and a few of the other bits and pieces in the tank blue. So yes, please ignore how horrendous the quarantine tank looks, but I'll introduce you to the 3 fish which I've got, and I'll just talk through briefly about the new fish. Right, here is the quarantine tank. Apologies for just how grubby it is and for the scratches on the glass and so on. It's not here to look pretty, it's here just to do a job and give these fish a home for a few weeks while we quarantine them. And as you can see, there's 3 fish here. So they're after a week they're still with us, and they're not doing too bad. Let's go to the healthiest one, and that's this red and black Ryukin. Pretty good size. Definitely the more bullying member of this tank. Likes to push the other 2 out of the way. But pretty fish. Slight tear on the fin, but generally in good health. And if we go to the red and black Oranda, or orange and black Oranda, see it's got a bit of a Charlie Chaplin or Hitler look to it. Unsure of the name of this one yet. The Ryukin and this Oranda we haven't chosen names for, so I need to come up with that. But a pretty fish. I do like the black and red. I think it's really nice. Just a bit annoyed by its little Charlie Chaplin-esque little black mark with kind of like a moustache under its nose. And then we've got this little fella, and as you can tell, or could probably tell, his fin, I'm not sure if it's a birth defect or in transport it got damaged, but this little Ranchu has got a name, And this is Winston. I think Winston's an awesome name for this little chap. I just absolutely love him. Look at him. And he does struggle, but he's doing alright. And as you see there, trying to get him, he's a crazy little chap. But if you just see his little fin as he's trying to, apologies for the out of focus, but he's just crazy. See there, it's gutting, and I haven't seen much growth yet. Obviously, if he gets too bad, then we'd have to think about putting him down. But look at him, he's loving life and just going for it. He feeds well. As you can see there, I really hope it'll grow back, because as soon as I saw him, I thought this is Winston, and I just loved him to bits. I think he's such an awesome little fish with so much character. He's so tiny. You can just imagine him being the kind of the runt of the litter. So yeah, that's these three fish. The Oranda did have some kind of fungal growth on his cap, but with methylene blue after 4 or 5 days that had gone. So he's looking much brighter now, much brighter. The Ryukin, as I say, it's just got a little bit on his top fin, so I'm not too worried about that. It's staying nice and clean. It's mainly this little guy, Winston. I just hope we can get some fin regrowth and make him a bit of a better swimmer, really, because he does find it hard work at times, but he's a little fighter. So that's the 3 new fish, and we'll see how we go with them. I'm not going to rush putting them in the big tank, especially little Winston, because I just don't want it going wrong. He's a lovely little fish, so hopefully we can get him up to some good health. Those 3.